ओके सो इन मैलूस लॉ बेसिकली मैलूस लॉ का पर्पस यही था that when we are talking about two different polarizer material we are using for different orientation, so it is not compulsory that we always shift 90-degree change in the polarizing material, right? Like in this example you can see, first of all we are using vertical, then we are using horizontal, so there is 90-degree change. It is not compulsory that always we can only use 90-degree. There are different many angles available. We can rotate analyzer in any direction. That's why it is called analyzer, because it will help you to analyze the light after passing through that material with different angles. So first of all, we are going to start Malus law. So from Malus law, something, some basic. Okay, so we are talking about that if we start with Malus law. So in Malus law, the first condition is very simple and very clear.
Hello, sir.
Yes, now am I clear? Okay, अब आवाज आ रही है clear? Hello. Okay.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So basically in Malus law, the first thing is related to the intensity of light. So basically, if unpolarized light of intensity, let's suppose I naught, let's suppose I naught is the intensity of unpolarized light and it passes through a polarizer to the intensity of light intensity of transmitted light found by a half. So when we are using first material in front of unpolarized light, so with the help of that first material, the intensity of light dropped to the half value, right? So if intensity is I naught, so the final intensity after passing through the polarizer will be I naught by 2. It means decrease to half. So this is a very clear thing. If we are using a single material, so after passing through single material, your intensity of light will be decreased to the half of original value, right? This is for the first material. Now, if we talk about the second material, so for the second material, we have to use equation to find out intensity. So Malus law states that if the analyzer is rotated by an angle theta, तो आप किसी भी एंगल पर जो है वो उसे रोटेट कर सकते हो, आपकी चॉइस है। तो दैट इज एंगल थीटा। विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द पोलराइजर so the light of the intensity or the intensity of the light will be intensity of light transmitted by analyzer is। तो इसके लिए एक सिंपल सी बस आपने इक्वेशन याद रखनी है। I is equals to I naught cos square theta। So this is Malus law equation। So if you want to find out the final intensity of the transmitted light after passing through the analyzer, so that can be identified with the help of this equation। I naught is the intensity of unpolarized light. This is the intensity for unpolarized light. And I is the light transmitted by the analyzer। So this is the scenario for the intensity or the light transmitted by the analyzer, right? So इस इक्वेशन की हेल्प से आप किसी भी रैंडम एंगल पर कैलकुलेशन कर सकते हो। ठीक है, अभी तो आज तो खैर मैं इसको क्वेश्चन नहीं कंप्लीट करवाऊंगा क्योंकि क्वेश्चन काफी डिटेल्ड होगा। ठीक है, और वो आज की क्लास में नहीं हो पाएगा क्योंकि बेसिकली अब ए लेवल्स में क्या होगा कि आपके जो क्वेश्चन है ना वो डिफरेंट टॉपिक से लिंक होंगे। तो बेसिकली इंटेंसिटी हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, इंटेंसिटी इज इक्वल्स टू पावर अपॉन एरिया। ठीक है, तो वो क्वेश्चन तो हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे। उससे पहले ये है कि आप जो वो प्रीवियस इंटेंसिटी को एक बार लाजमी देख लेना, क्योंकि इंटेंसिटी इस नोट्स में भी है और उसकी अवेलेबल है रिकॉर्डिंग भी। तो आपकी ग्रुप डिस्क्रिप्शन में सब मेंशन है, वहाँ से आप देख लेना एक बार। और अगर नहीं भी देखो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, जब क्वेश्चन एक्सप्लेन होगा तो वहाँ पर आपको ऑटोमेटिक क्लियर हो जाएगा कि हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं। और बेसिकली अब आपको कोई भी अननोन इंटेंसिटी फाइंड आउट करनी हो रैंडम एंगल पर, तो आप इससे फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो। और बेसिकली एक और क्वेश्चन है कि अगर दोनों एनालाइजर और पोलराइजर, इफ द ओरिएंटेशन ऑफ द पोलराइजर इज सेम एज एनालाइजर, सो व्हाट विल बी द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ लाइट।
Wait, so can you repeat the question?
Question is, if the orientation of polarizer and analyzer, both polarizing materials, so if the orientation of both materials are same, so what will be the final intensity of the light transmitted through analyzer?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, basically you can easily identify with the help of diagram. Let's suppose if you consider the same diagram, and let's suppose we place first polarizer in vertical form, and we also place analyzer in vertical form. So which orientation or what type of orientation you will get after passing through analyzer? You will get again vertical orientation, right?
Yeah.
Because when we are using horizontal, so there is no light transmitted. But let's suppose if there is vertical orientation like this, so in final state you will get one vertical orientation again, right? So it means intensity
Yes, sir.
remains same after passing through analyzer, right? This is also like sometimes they ask somewhere, so we got like confused what they are actually asking. So this is the scenario. So if you got same orientation after passing through the polarizer, so intensity remains the same. There will be no change in the intensity.
So I have a question. What if the polarizer was horizontal and the analyzer was vertical?
Uh, okay, so polarizer is horizontal and okay, if polarizer is horizontal, so you will get horizontal orientation like this after passing through polarizer.
The polarizer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then if you place a vertical one, so again you will get no transmitted
No
light.
light.
Yes.
All right.
Because the micro level information is not included in your syllabus because that is very much detailed. That is related to very nano particle concept that will be included in your A2, but that is again not very detailed included in your A2 because A2 is already very much detailed. So that is the reason. So now you have to memorize that when passing from the first one, intensity will decrease to half, and when it passes from the second one, so we can identify with the help of Malus law, right? And in our next class, we will discuss that question also. I will show you that question, so you will get idea that how we will get the question related to polarization. Basically, you
Sir,
will.
before you finish,
Hmm.
can you re-explain the formula part and the green text?
I is equals to I naught cos squared theta.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So basically, this simple I is this is the final light intensity we are getting after passing through analyzer, right? That is mentioned in final part, the intensity of light transmitted by analyzer. So this is the intensity which we are getting from transmitted light from analyzer. It means light passing from analyzer. Okay. तो जो लाइट एनालाइजर से पास होकर आएगी उसकी जो भी इंटेंसिटी है उसे हम आई से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. The transmitted light from analyzer. And I naught is the original intensity of the light, which is actually unpolarized in all direction, right? So when we are using original light, let's suppose if we are using a torch light, so the intensity of that torch light is original intensity I naught. And when you pass that torch light from polarizer, then analyzer, after passing through these two hurlers, so you will get uh, a different intensity of light. And that final intensity of light is called I, that is transmitted light from analyzer. And this green part also gives you the same idea that let's suppose if you are placing analyzer with different angle, right? अगर आप एनालाइजर को किसी रैंडम एंगल पे सेट कर देते हो, ठीक है, 90 डिग्री नहीं, क्योंकि 90 डिग्री तो सबके माइंड में क्लियर है, इजी है, वो समझ आता है. लेकिन अगर लेट सपोज समवन इज प्लेसिंग दैट वन इन 70 डिग्री एंगल, 40, or like 17 degree or any random angle, so then you will get a different result. So that different result can be find out with the help of this Malus law equation. So Malus law states that when light passes through the analyzer and that is rotated at any angle, right? मतलब आप एनालाइजर को पोलराइजर के रेफरेंस से किसी भी एंगल पे सेट कर सकते हो, ठीक है? तो जो इंटेंसिटी होगी, द फाइनल इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द लाइट कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम द एनालाइजर, सो दैट कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस इक्वेशन. तो ये बेसिकली इसका पर्पस है, राइट? अच्छा, मई जून 23 पेपर टू वेरिएंट वन में तो हम ऑलरेडी ये क्वेश्चन कर चुके थे. तो फर्स्ट वेरिएंट में तो आपके पास ये क्वेश्चन नहीं है. आप सेकंड वेरिएंट चेक करोगे तो आपको ये क्वेश्चन मिलेगा जो कि स्टैंडिंग वेव्स का है. और इसका सी पार्ट आप देखोगे ना, so this is related to polarization, right? Because you can see there is some intensity given before passing through the material. Then you can see 35-degree rotated. Then there is an other unknown angle alpha, and you will get final intensity 5.2, right? So in this way, you will get a mixed question with some other topic. Like first part is completely different. It is related to the difference between transverse longitudinal and then standing wave. And after that, in part C, you will get a different question, which is related to polarization. So this is like mixed question. And in the third variant, this one is also a completely different question. It is also not related to polarization. So basically in May June 23, you only got half question. And if we consider May June 22, because in single one air you will get single question in single variant. This is related to again stationary and standing wave. So in May June 22 paper 2 variant 1, there is again no question. Question 5 we already done, that is related to Young double slit experiment. I think in 2020 there is question related to complete related to the intensity of polarizer. So inshallah in our next class we will discuss that question, because this concept is very short and this is a very separate idea from the other because there is no link of interference with polarization. तो इसलिए बाकियों से भी डिफरेंट है, इस वजह से भी इसके क्वेश्चन आपको इतना डिटेल नहीं मिलता. यहाँ पर भी आप देखो प्रोग्रेसिव वेव, डायफ्रैक्शन, लाइट वेव एंड ऑल दैट थिंग. This is also related for principle of polarization, sorry, superposition. तो बेसिकली जो यंग डबल स्लिट एक्सपेरिमेंट कर चुके हैं तो वो ये वाले 2021 के पेपर्स के ये क्वेश्चन भी प्रैक्टिस करना चाहें तो स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि इसमें सुपरपोजिशन के बारे में पूछा हुआ है. ठीक है, फर्स्ट वेरिएंट में भी, सेकंड वेरिएंट में भी. ठीक है, अगर आप नहीं भी करते अभी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, हम बाद में भी इसको करेंगे सॉल्व. जब हम बेस कंप्लीट कर लेंगे तो मैं एक बार रिवाइज भी करवा दूंगा ताकि जो लेट आया है वो भी इसे डिस्कस कर ले. आप ये देखो 21 के तीनों वेरिएंट में सुपर पोजिशन और ये यंग डबल स्लिट से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन है. तो आप खुद भी प्रैक्टिस करना चाहो तो इस ईयर से प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो.